There's a huge demand for immigrants to come into Canada. This is no joke, guys. This is no joke. I'm not even playing at all. There's a huge demand for immigrants the world over to come into Canada. Now, Canada is actively advertising certain provinces within their country for people to apply for visa to come to live, to become permanent residents of Canada. Now, do you want to know the visa category you need to apply under? Do you want to know the province that is actively trying to get people to come in to live in this location? If you're interested in this information, why don't you give me 1 second? I'm going to dash up to the market and I'm going to be right back with more details. And in the meantime, why don't you get a pen and get a pad and be ready?
You know the way I do it when I drop lyrical. Anytime I spit lyrical, philosophical, all the niggas mimical, but they stare still on taking literal. Punchlines collateral, maximum damage.
Hello YouTube, hello Chronicles. How are you all doing today? It's still your value-based King Fuse from FuseChronicles.com. We are your one-stop shop for everything that has to do with travel, tourism, and lifestyle. Now, have you subscribed to our channel today? If you haven't, what are you doing? Why don't you go down, smash the subscribe button, click the bell icon, which is the notification bell that keeps you notified when we drop new videos such as this one. And if you haven't done so, why don't you do us a favor by clicking onto the like button? It helps us a lot. It tells the YouTube algorithm that you found this video interesting and you're going to find more people just like you all around the world to show this video to. And if you have friends and family members who are interested in traveling abroad but are confused, you're looking for the easiest destinations to travel, to start over, or maybe they're looking to get into Canada and they don't know what visa category or what province they should be looking to get to, why don't you think about sharing this video with them? You just might be a lifesaver and help someone make the best decision going forward. Now let's move on to this content. Now, like I said earlier, Canada is actively trying to get people to immigrate to certain provinces within the country. Now, the Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship for Canada recently increased its provincial nomination numbers. Now, the provincial nomination numbers, these are slots allocated to immigrants coming from different countries into Canada. In the year 2021, it was only 9,025 slots that was allocated to immigrants who were looking to come into Canada under this scheme. But for the year 2022 to 2023, it has been increased 19%. Okay, so for the Nova Scotia and Atlantic immigration programs, they increased the slot by over 6,000. For the Nova Scotia nominee program, they allocated 5,340 slots, and the Atlantic immigration program got allocated 1,173 slots. Now, these are slots that are going to be allocated to immigrants looking to come into the province of Nova Scotia. Now, they're seriously looking for people to come in, particularly professionals, to come in to take up vacant jobs in this province to help boost the local economy. This is the reason why they're advertising for people to immigrate to certain provinces in Canada. They're looking to boost certain province within the country by getting professionals to come in and drive productivity in certain sectors within those provinces. The Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship for Canada is in charge of allocating nomination levels. Now, nomination levels are the number of people that have been earmarked to immigrate to Canada. This doesn't happen by chance. So say, for example, Canada is taking in 100,000 immigrants this year. that figure doesn't just come out of thin air. That figure has already been forecasted, it has already been prepared. There are already things that have been put in place for these people who are coming into Canada to move into the country and to start adding to the economy by virtue of productivity. So the Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship for Canada is in charge of setting the quota of immigrants that come into different provinces in Canada every year. With the new provincial nomination quota that's been set by the IRCC, this is by far the largest number of immigrants that is expected to hit Canada ever. Okay? The increase is by over 75%. Like I said earlier, last year it was 9,025 slots, provincial nomination slots that was open to immigrants coming in under certain or specific programs for immigrants. I'm going to be telling you the programs so that when you're applying for your visa to Canada, you're going to apply under these programs. And you have to apply under these programs to stand the chance of getting in under this scheme. Okay, so it was 9,025 people last year, and this year it increased by over 75%. The Nova Scotia nominee program, the slots that were allocated to people coming in from other countries was 5,340, and the Atlantic immigration program was 1,173. If you total the sum together, it's over 15,000 slots, of immigrants being looked for. Okay, so the IRC has made available these slots to immigrants, skilled immigrants, to come into the province of Nova Scotia to help boost the economy by virtue of skilled labor. In a recent interview conducted in which the Minister for Labor, Skills and Immigration, Jill Bowser, she said that the IRCC is always investing on more ways to get people from around the world to come into Canada, to immigrate into Canada. In fact, huge amounts of money has already been earmarked. $1 million was earmarked to boost marketing campaigns to help bring immigrants into Canada. Dude, this is no joke. They're putting out ads and trying to market Canada to different countries so that they can drive or increase the amount of immigrants that come to Canada. Now, the reason why these immigrants are skilled immigrants is because they're going to help boost the productivity of the economies of different provinces in Canada. And by extension, if each province's economic output is boosted, obviously it's going to add cumulatively to the economic growth of Canada as a country. If you are looking to take advantage of one or two of these programs, you might want to look at the Atlantic Immigration Program. The Atlantic Immigration Program is a program that was started in Australia in the year 2017 on a temporary basis, but because of the huge success observed in this program, it was made permanent in January 2022. Now, this program helps skilled immigrants. I'm talking about doctors, I'm talking about architects, engineers, I'm talking about people who are into the beautician or the beauty industry, like makeup artists, hairstylists, barbers. It helps these people get visas to come into Canada. So if you're looking to come into Canada as a skilled immigrant or as a skilled worker, look no further than the Atlantic Immigration Program. Now, when you come in with the Atlantic Immigration Program, what is going to happen is when you get shortlisted, immigration is going to pass on your information to the appropriate body so that they're going to make preparation for you. Now, preparation means they're going to make available the place where you're going to be staying. They're going to make available the amount of money you're going to be earning if you're working with a company. They're going to try to attach you with an employer who is going to sponsor your stay in Canada. This is known as a settlement package. Well, this helps people who are applying to get into Canada under the Atlantic Immigration Program. One of the beauties of the Atlantic Immigration Program is employers in Canada that designate you or accept you to come into the country to work for their company. They pass your information to the IRCC, which is the Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship for Canada. They pass your information to them and you'll get a waiver. Waiver means you don't need to take all the necessary tests. If you're going to Canada under some visa categories, you need to take some levels of aptitude tests and assessment tests to prove that as a professional, you are going to be working at the level that you say you are working, that you presented in your application. So when these companies accept you, you're going to be given a unique waiver that just accelerates and fast tracks your visa processing application for you to get into Canada as soon as possible. Guys, this is a no-brainer. This is just so good for people who are looking to get into Canada as skilled immigrants. Last year alone, the Atlantic Immigration Program welcomed 1,564 skilled immigrants into the province of Nova Scotia. Now, this 1,564 immigrants increased the population of people in Nova Scotia to 1 million. And this is the first time in the history of that province that they got to the number 1 million. Now, imagine how big Canada is, because Canada is a huge country. I think Canada is one of the top 3 biggest countries in the world. A province in Canada did not even have up to 1 million people. And just last year alone, 1,564 people made their way to a province known as Nova Scotia under the Atlantic Immigration Program, and it took the population of this province to 1 million people. So you now get to understand why Canada is investing in immigrants as drivers for their economy, or at least the economies of different provinces that makes up this country. The second program that you can use to get in under this scheme is the Nova Scotia Nominee Program. Now, the Nova Scotia Nominee Program is totally different from the Atlantic Immigration Program. And this program is also for skilled immigrants. It offers you 9 different pathways. 9 different pathways for you to access this scheme put out by the Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship for Canada. 9 different pathways. But for the purpose of this episode, we're going to be talking about only 6. Number 1, the Express Entry Alliance Scheme. I repeat, the Express Entry Alliance Scheme. Now, the Express Entry Alliance Scheme is a visa program that offers skilled immigrants the opportunity to come in. This particular stream is only available for express entry applicants that have opened or created a profile in the website of the Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship for Canada. I'm going to leave the link down in the description, so if you're interested in this, you can click on the link and get onto the application. So you must have created an express entry profile in the IRCC website to be eligible. Now, when you create this profile, fill in your work experience and everything you've done, you're going to be ranked, you're going to be scored. Now, the score that is allocated to your application is going to be compared with other applicants, okay? It's going to be compared with other applicants. Those with high scores are going to be sent an invitation to apply for this visa. Okay? You might be a surgeon, you might be a physician, you might be a gynecologist, an engineer, but maybe there's something about your application, maybe your work experience is not that big, or maybe you've not worked for a number of years, or the number of years that makes you eligible to qualify for this particular stream. You're going to be scored, and your score is going to be compared with other applicants. Those that score the highest are going to be sent an invitation to apply for this visa. But pay attention. You have to open an express entry profile or create an express entry profile in the IRCC website to be eligible. Number 2, the skilled worker stream. The skilled worker stream is a stream that offers visa under this program to people looking to travel to Nova Scotia to work as skilled immigrants. Now, you need to meet certain criteria. So there's certain job specification that you need to meet. You also need to have a certain amount of work experience to be eligible to apply under this stream. Okay, now when you apply, you're going to be graded on the National Occupation Classification. Now this is a classification that runs from grade 0 to A, B, C, and D. Now depending on the job description, and even in the job description, depending on the amount of years you have by virtue of work experience, this is what's going to make you get accepted under this scheme or rejected. There's also a language requirement. Now the language requirement is going to depend on the grade of National Occupational Classification. So whether you fall under 0 or you fall under A, B, C, D. So the language qualification is going to depend on which grade you fall under. But the main sticking point in this stream is job specific, and you have to have a stated or a stipulated amount of years in work experience to be eligible to be granted visa under this stream. Number 3, occupation in demand stream. Now this stream is for jobs that are high in demand. For example, maybe the position or the job of a physician, a gynecologist, maybe a marine engineer. I'm not saying for a fact that this is jobs under this stream, but this could be jobs that are very high in demand. Now, people that are qualified professionals in this particular jobs are given preferential treatment and granted visa under this stream as long as they apply under this stream. Usually, the National Occupational Classification that covers this occupation in demand stream is the National Occupational Classification C and D. Remember in the last stream, I told you it's in grades from 0, A, B, C, and D. For the occupation in demand stream, it usually caters to the National Occupational Classification grade C and D. For more information on this stream, you can visit the IRCC website. Like I said, I'm going to leave it down in the description section so you know what stream you fall under and the best stream for your application. Number 4, international graduate in demand stream. Now, people who are applying for a visa under this stream, number 1, will be applying for a visa to Nova Scotia. That's 1. They must have concluded or completed a 30-week program. Now that's 30, a 30-week program in a university under a course that is in demand in Nova Scotia. Now I take that back. It mustn't be a university, but it has to be an institution of higher learning. So you must have completed 30 weeks, or you must have completed a program period that is higher than 30 weeks to qualify. And the course you are studying must be a course that is in demand. So when you graduate, you get into the labor force, this job is in demand in Nova Scotia. Now usually, this job has to do with early child care. So if you're studying in maybe a university or maybe a health care or a health institution, you're studying a course known as early child care. Early child care is definitely eligible under this stream, or you're studying to be an orderly. These 2 courses are definitely eligible under this stream. Now the second criteria is you need to have maybe studied half of the period for this course in your country or in a different location, but the remaining half need to have been concluded in Nova Scotia. And before you get into Canada or before you get into Nova Scotia, you needed to have gotten a job offer. Okay, you needed to have gotten a job offer so that when you come into Nova Scotia, the province in Canada, all you're coming in to do is to start work. Now, these are the criteria for you to be eligible under this stream. Number 5, International Graduate Entrepreneur Stream. Now, this is for people looking to come into the province of Nova Scotia who have completed a 2-year postgraduate or a 2-year post-secondary school education in Nova Scotia. They must have also obtained a postgraduate work permit, and they must have had 1 year, at least 1 year experience of owning a business. Okay, so if you're trying to apply for a visa to come into the province of Nova Scotia to work under the International Graduate Entrepreneur Stream, number 1, you need to have completed 2 years of post-secondary school study in Nova Scotia. Okay, you need to have completed 2 years post-secondary study in Nova Scotia. You need to have gotten or been approved for a postgraduate work permit, and you need to have owned a business at least for a period of 1 year. Now, this must not be in Canada, it could have been in your country, but these requirements need to be met to be granted visa under this stream. Number 6, the entrepreneur stream. Now, the entrepreneur stream is for people looking to immigrate to Canada, particularly the province of Nova Scotia, people who have owned a business for at least 3 years, or who have a business plan that they can present at the point of visa application with the visa application form, with the business plan as a supporting document, in addition to other documents that you're going to submit while applying for visa under this stream. And you must have at least $150,000 to buy or establish a business in Nova Scotia. Now, guys, I took my time to explain the streams that are found under the Nova Scotia nominee program, as well as the Atlantic immigration program. These are the 2 programs that you are going to be able to take advantage of if you're looking to come into Canada by virtue of the new provincial nomination quota that was put in place by the Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship for Canada. Okay? So this is available to everybody from every country, but there are certain criteria for eligibility that you have to meet to be granted visa under the programs that I listed. So I went in and I tried to summarize these programs and the streams under this program so that you can find the one that best suits your needs, so you can start applying away at your nearest convenience. Okay? If you have more questions, you can leave them down in the comment section below. I respond to every question. If maybe the programs or the streams are confusing to you, no problem. You can leave your comments down below. I'm going to respond to every comment and tell you what you need to know and help you try to find a program or a stream that is customized to suit your needs, okay? I hope this video was helpful to you guys. If it was, why don't you do your boy a favor? Go down, smash the subscribe button, give us a like. It helps us a lot with the YouTube algorithm. It tells Mr. YouTube that you found this video valuable and interesting, and you're gonna find more people just like you all around the world to show this video to. And why don't you click the bell icon, which is the notification bell that keeps you notified when we drop more valuable contents like this in the future. And maybe you have questions about this video, about my other videos, and you don't want to leave a comment in the comment section. Maybe you think it's too open, it's too public. Why don't you follow us on our socials, okay? I'm active on all 3 social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. And the handles are all the same for all 3 platforms. It's up there at Fuse Chronicles, okay? And if you have friends and family members that are not yet decided on whether to travel to Canada, to the US, to Australia, and you think maybe this video is going to be valuable to them, why don't you share this video with them so that they stay guided on their decision-making process, okay? And like I always say, happiness is a choice. It's your choice to be happy, not the place of your family members or your friends to make you happy. It's your choice to make yourself happy. So why don't you say yes and choose to be happy today? And if you want to know more about visas that can offer you permanent residency in countries like Australia, then why don't you click on the video that's going to pop up there, or it's going to pop up here. I'm not quite sure, but the video is going to pop up in one of them 2 places, and get the information you need to make the best decision. And don't forget, I still remain your boy Fuse. I'll catch you all on the next card. Bye bye for now.